Look as long as you please.
The hours seem to fly when situation.
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Narborough, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray.
I know you're made of sterner stuff than that.
What's funny
Scared?
about it?
Stand strong!
Not on your life.
Mercy!
What's this all about?
You can do this! I believe in you! Fight well now, else there is no tomorrow!
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Always another errand to see to.
Been a while since I heard a good story. You feeling generous, sir?
I've got to focus.
Might not the Seafloor Shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? I expect it would grant us a bit more time. But will... The people do as we suggest. The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Looking for oars in particular.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. Is this some kind of joke? You're siding with that flea-ridden hide? You can bloody have it then, Nomos. I hope you choke on it.
I owe you thanks, stranger. I never thought you'd take my side. This ought to be a lesson to me, I suppose. I've taken all humans for scoundrels, but you seem a decent sort. Come to think of it, mayhap I owe Glint an apology as well.
Your response has proven their prejudice.
What business have you here?
That's not happening. Oi! I saw it first.
Why must I share with a fangless one?
You there! Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
That's it. I've had enough.
That's quite enough.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, hey?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
Outstanding.
Tranquil places.
What's this? You for aught in particular?
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia?
What do you think you're doing here?
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an...
Many paths are close to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Prepare yourself!
The world is in an unfathomable state.
Excuse me? You have wronged me, and so yourself.
Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. The tide is turning against us.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Hold right back.
Does my lifelong work hold no meaning any longer?
I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. The tide is turning against us.
Naught can be achieved without... Well... Why do you falter? Come this way.
Forgive me for being a burden arisen.
do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles on...
Master, I fear we cannot contend with monsters in such numbers. The tide is turning against us. Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. This cannot continue.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns!
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
One monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
This cannot continue.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Tremendous work!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Might not the seafloor shrine provide a...
Does my lifelong work... What a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here and continue my work. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world. And on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it, whatever 'twas.
Why do you insist?
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
I only polished it this morning.
I'm proud of my devotion, don't you? Who knows?
And I shall remain by your side.
Be gone. You impede.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
That Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manila to keep the peace.
That was certainly worthwhile.
What business?
I should be glad to talk a moment. In battle I ne'er falter. But outside of it, I pray you, get to the heart of all this strangeness and bring it to a swift end. I am proud to carry out my duty.
Very well. I shall return.
My knees are acting up. Keep moving. Number on my shoulders.
As a matter of fact, you are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
We must needs do aught within our power to forestall this impending calamity. Fate unites us.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I've weapons to sell. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. What with the volcano? Growing more active of late as well. Always a pleasure.
It's me done. I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over. Your head at least. Much obliged.
This looks as if it will take us someplace further afield. How? Use it is at our discretion.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
There, Master! Succubi!
Careful now!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Prepare yourself!
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. That was superb, Arisen.
no quarter.
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety, though I have to wonder if anywhere is safe now. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here? Well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Well met, sir. How's the day?
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'll have more luck. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. It was the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
Circumstances forbid me from obeying. I pray you understand. I miscalculated.
Circumstances forbid me from obeying. I pray you understand.
It is locked, Arisen.
We must needs find the key.
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well met, sir. How's the day? Do come again?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin. Treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
So the pawns were being held here by the power of this God's sway. Now they ought be free to make good their escape.
Well said.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
thinks these climes are ill-suited to habitation.
'Tis a lonely place, to be sure.
Pray, spirit me from this. I am sorry.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
'Tis strange to think a Godsway would be used to guide my brethren to safety, after all the woe they have caused us.
Outstanding!
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Always a pleasure.
Methinks we picked up a key somewhere. Mayhap 'twill open the way. Let us see if it fits.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Peruse at your leisure. Sir?
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I've weapons. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. What with the volcano grow. More active of late as well.
Much obliged.
I've weapons to. Truth be told, I'm of half a. Mind to pack up and.
Much obliged.